India reported over 58,000 new cases and 1,576 deaths in the past 24 hours, according to the Union Health Ministry. The country recorded less than 60,000 daily cases after 81 days, taking the overall case load to 2.98 crore. Even the active cases receded to 7.29 lakh. The national recovery rate stands at 96.27%. The top 5 states which have registered maximum cases are Kerala, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. The fuel rates have shot up for the 11th time this month and the 28th time since May 4. Petrol and diesel prices rallied by 29 and 28 paise per litre respectively. Meanwhile, the fuel prices have surpassed the 100 rupee mark in several cities like Mumbai, Ratnagiri, Parbhani and Bengaluru. Oil companies revise the rates of petrol and diesel based on the average price of benchmark fuel in the international market. The India Meteorological Department has predicted a light to moderate rains accompanied by thunderstorm over several parts of Delhi and Uttar Pradesh. The national capital had earlier received heavy rainfall on 17 June. The weather department also stated that under influence of low pressure area in Uttar Pradesh, several parts of Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal would receive widespread rainfall. Former Tamil Nadu minister and AIADMK leader M. Manikandan was arrested in Bengaluru on June 20 by the Chennai City Police for allegedly raping a Malaysian woman on the pretext of marrying her. Following the complaint, the AIADMK leader was booked under 6 sections of the IPC. Case was registered at Adyar All-Women Police Station. Dubai administration eased travel restrictions for its residents from certain countries including India if they have received 2 doses of COVID-19 vaccines. The new order will be implemented from June 23 onwards. This decision was taken by the Supreme Committee of Crisis and Disaster Management headed by Sheikh Mansoor bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. According to the new rules, travelers from India with a valid residence visa would be allowed to travel to the country. Similar notifications have been set for travelers from South Africa and Nigeria. LJP leader Chirag Paswan chaired a national executive meeting in Delhi. This development comes amid a feud with his uncle Pashupati Paras over the control of the party. The Paras faction claims that Paswan cannot hold a party meeting as he is no longer the president of the party. At present, LJP has 6 MPs in the Lok Sabha and 5 of them have rebelled against Paswan. Recently, Paras was elected as the national president of the LJP. A driver slammed into spectators at the start of a pride parade in South Florida, killing 1 man and several others injured. According to media reports, the intention of the driver remains unknown. Meanwhile, the victim was transported to a local medical center where he was pronounced dead. A documentary on Mahatma Gandhi produced by internationally renowned South African filmmaker Anand Singh has won the Best Documentary Feature Award at the 21st New York Indian Film Festival. The film, titled Ahimsa Gandhi, The Power of the Powerless, written and directed by Ramesh Sharma, was produced by Singh's company Video Vision to commemorate the 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. The movie's release was delayed by the COVID-19 pandemic. Former Australian cricketer Brad Hogg praised Indian openers Rohit Sharma and Shubham Gill for doing a better job of negotiating with the new ball burst from the New Zealand Pacers in the World Test Championship final. India was put to bat under tough conditions. The duo had showcased their brilliant batting skills against New Zealand.